Well, here I am once again on my video blog. Today is June 5th, 2018. I'm here at Blessing Hospital with my son, Julian Royce Gonzalez. He had to be taken to the emergency room yesterday from daycare, got called out of work, wasn't breathing very well, very lethargic, had a fever. He's been diagnosed with double-sided pneumonia and had a pretty rough night. Doing better today. His brother and sister were both seen together at the walk-in clinic on the other side of the hospital. Twin brother Wilson's got a double-sided ear infection. Isabella has some respiratory problems, all stemming probably from the same virus, and her asthma's flared up. So all three kids are on albuterol. Both brothers are on 2 different types of very strong antibiotics. And Isabella is off antibiotics, but she does have to have albuterol every 4 hours. So this mom is constantly in the hospital, constantly getting called from work. I don't even know if I'm going to have a job. You know, because I call in all the time. My kids are constantly sick. And this is my home away from home. Here I am in the hospital room, nursing my son. He has avoided an IV at this point, being able to nurse him and keep him comfortable. And he's had plenty of wet diapers as of right now to try to avoid the whole IV thing. Since they couldn't get an IV, they tried twice and failed, and then had 2 blood draws on top of that. It's just been a horrific last 24 hours. Really scared yesterday. I feel like sometimes like my life is not even happening. Like it's just a dream, and I'm just gonna wake up and everything's gonna be right back to what it was like 8 years ago. But life just keeps marching on. It keeps going, and you just have to keep pressing through and making sure that you do the best thing for all of your children. That's another thing that I'm faced with as a mother of 3 now, is that I have to take care of the other 2 and make sure that they know I'm here and I show up as well. So, you know, I had to leave him here with the staff at the hospital just so I could make sure that the other kids were taken care of. They had their medicines that they needed. They went to daycare, and their care providers knew what to do and how to treat them for today and make sure that they were okay, and they knew mommy was there, and they knew mommy loved them. And I guess that's what's really hard as a parent, is dividing yourself up the way it needs to be to make sure that all of your children feel loved. Because you want to make sure that you have the best care for all of them. And you want to be all these different places at one time, and you just can't. You can't love your children all the time when you're working. They know that you love them, but when they're sick, and you have little 8-month-old twin babies that constantly are in and out of doctor's offices and hospitals since they've been born, you know, and you try to make sure that you give them the best care, and they just keep going to the hospital. So I'm getting a little emotional right now, and maybe it's just a venting board. It's not really a fun day today. My life usually is just a big ball of roller coaster ups and downs, and you just never know what you're going to get with me. I'm just a big old ball of hormones. Well, from breastfeeding, I still have a raging set of hormones, and, you know, I can just cry at the drop of a hat, and then the next one I'm just like, I'm so funny, you know. I just get in these tangents, and who knows what's going to be coming out of my mouth. And I guess that's just also the reason why it's so fun to talk. To me, people think, because I just never know what's going to be happening next. So here's the chronicles of the Gonzalez family. Chapter 500. I don't know. They've been here so long. Well, not long enough. They're only 8 months old, but so much has happened in such a short period of time, I guess is what I'm trying to say, that we will in parting say, life is too short, you know, get your snuggles in. Screw your house. Who cares? It'll be there in 20 years when they grow up. If you're OCD like me and it drives you completely insane, get a prescription for a Xanax. I don't know. Ativan, I'm not sure. You know, I just got that prescription. Haven't filled it yet because I'm a little apprehensive. And I don't really take care of myself the way I should because I'm too busy taking care of my sick children. So, signing off.